I'm Raven LaFleur.
And I'm Sean Ditch. Welcome to LBTV News. Lindenwood's buildings were first built back in the early 1900s as a high school. Today, as the university continues to improve the campus, many upgrades are still needed. Anjanae Woodson got to talk with President Brett Barger about our new charitable giving program.
Since being established in 2001, Lindenwood University Belleville has expanded more and more each year and has become a place many students can call home.
We knew that we were going to start a fundraising initiative, and so we got together and looked at sort of the high impact things we could do that would really improve the student experience and help us long term. And we came up with 4 different projects that truthfully in the amount that we'll be raising, we get a lot of impact for the dollars that we raise.
Some goals include purchasing outside land near the Belleville campus to create bigger athletic facilities and to expand the courtyard to make room for an alumni garden.
We're doing this over 3 years, so we can have a 3-year pledge to have this completed. We are doing a faculty staff up until March 7th. So that is our time frame to get everything completed.
It really requires an upgrade of the science laboratories. In addition to that, though, we'll also have a new greenhouse, and we'll have something called a maker space, which is really exciting. A maker space brings together all the equipment and tools for students from all disciplines to get together and really just be creative. You can kind of think of it like Edison's laboratory or Steve Jobs in his garage, and when people get together in that environment, the creativity that comes out of it and the opportunity for the business student to work with the communication student, when we bring all our students together, really good things happen. So in upgrading the auditorium and having our own film series that will allow for the community to come in and view these movies, and really some of these are just fun and kind of a release type movies, but some of them are the kind that you might not normally see at a theater, either older movies or international movies. And that's really kind of part of our liberal arts mission, that you'd come here and learn a different way of thinking and a viewpoint and cultures. And so this is a really exciting part of it too.
For LBTV News, I'm Anjanae Woodson.
Last week, the Links came together for music, refreshments, and mini-games as a showcase for all of Lindenwood's clubs and organizations. With over 36 different organizations, Shaq Shanks went down to the fair to find out more.
This past Wednesday, Lindenwood Belleville's clubs and organizations held their own promotion fair inside the Student Center.
Crew is basically a new Christian organization on campus, and then we came together alongside Bible study to just continue to spread the gospel here to the campus.
Students were encouraged to come in and learn more about the many opportunities they could take advantage of at the school. Lindenwood Belleville has over 36 clubs and organizations for students to choose to be a part of.
So the Fashion Club is an organization where we host a fashion show every fall, and then we have weekly meetings teaching people like how to dress. We'll do events like parties, community service. It's just a place to get people together and have fun.
If you would like to get more involved here at Lindenwood Belleville, or even create your own club or organization, please contact Corey Elsie.
This is our athletic training club on campus here today. We are here to support athletic training students or anybody interested in the degree itself. We like to get together outside of some clinical hours that we do every day and just have some fun together as a club.
If you're thinking about getting involved, it's never too late. This is Shaq Shanks with LBTV News.
On this week's Educator Spotlight, anchor Raven LaFleur got the opportunity to interview Tom Calhoun, the director of radio here at Lindenwood University. Let's take a look.
Next cart would play here.
Tom Calhoun is a native to the Belleville area. He went to school in the Belleville Public School Districts and then eventually got a communications degree from SIU Edwardsville. He has made a name for himself on various radio stations and as a PA announcer for the Grizzlies and the St. Louis Blues.
When I was little, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. As I got bigger and realized I wasn't going to be that, then I started thinking about becoming a broadcaster. And I've been primarily a radio broadcaster since graduating from SIU Edwardsville back in the 70s. And I've worked at my hometown radio station, WIBV. That was my first professional job. I was there for close to 10 years. And since then I went on to several radio stations in St. Louis, 2 times at KMOX, which is, I think, the station that most people are familiar with in St. Louis. a couple of others, KTRS, KXOK, WIL. Like I said, it's a long list. I started working for the Blues as the public address announcer in 1987. Some of my cohorts recommended me for that job, and that has turned into now 30 years with the Blues and 1,350 some consecutive games.
While continuing his career, Tom took a job here at Lindenwood University as the director of radio, as a chance to teach students what he has learned and experienced so far.
I'm really thrilled with the opportunity to teach at Lindenwood. You know, a lot of people see teaching as sort of a second choice sort of profession. Not for me. I think when I had the opportunity and when it was presented to me that this campus was going to have a communications school, and I could possibly teach at a university level at my old high school campus, that was attractive, for one thing. All of those things added up to an opportunity that I just couldn't pass up.
Well, Raven, I've had Tom in a few classes here at Lindenwood, and I've got to say I've really enjoyed it.
Yes, Tom is a really great guy, Sean. Thanks for watching LBTV News. We'll be right back after this break.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Welcome back to LBTV News. The 89th Academy Awards ceremony are this month, and Brian Gordman had the chance to talk to some of Lindenwood students about who they hope to see win.
On Tuesday, January 24th, 2017, the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences announced their list of nominations for this year's 89th Oscar Awards. We asked our fellow Link students to share their opinions on who should win at this year's Oscars. First, we asked which film would win Best Picture at this year's Oscars.
In my opinion, I would say Fences. I saw the original play with Denzel Washington and Viola Davis, and to see it come to life on the big screen was just awesome.
Probably Fences. I mean, it's one of the only movies I've seen on the Best Picture, but I saw that movie and I saw a lot of great reviews from other people, and it was just a really great movie from start to finish. Had me on my edge of my seat when I went to go see it. So,
the category for Best Actor in a Leading Role has some heated competition this year, with Denzel Washington nominated for Fences, Ryan Gosling nominated for La La Land, Andrew Garfield nominated for Hacksaw Ridge, and Casey Affleck for Manchester by Sea. However, there is only one actor that reigns supreme.
I would definitely go with Denzel Washington. He did a great job. Phenomenal.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
He's the main guy in all of them. You know, it's kind of hard to think the guy just doesn't just reign just coolness.
Denzel Washington, well, both of Viola Davis, they both have really good actresses their entire career. I think it really came together in that movie. I think both of them should win their respective awards.
Denzel Washington is a beautiful actor. Great, just perfect.
Finally, we asked which animated film would take home the Oscar for Best Featured Animated Film.
I saw Finding Dory when it first came out, and I think that's nominated for Best Animated Picture. Brought me back to the good old days of being a kid.
Well, sadly it's not, but why do you think it should be nominated for Best Picture?
Yeah, I went through all the emotions. I laughed, I cried, I felt nostalgic. You know, it hits all the signs.
Saw Zootopia, and that is a great movie. I love it. So that one.
I would say Moana because I've watched that movie like 10 times with my little brother, and the movie's funny. It's really funny.
This is Brian Gorman for LBTV News.
The O'Fallon Baptist Church celebrated their 150th anniversary this past weekend with a lunch and service. Ashley Brandmeier was able to capture the moments.
If you've been in the O'Fallon Metro East area, you've probably at least passed by First Baptist Church of O'Fallon. Located on Old 50, the church has been a big part of the O'Fallon area for a long time.
Our church started in January of 1867 when O'Fallon was really just a railroad stop and a smattering of farms and a few businesses then.
This past weekend, the church celebrated its 150th anniversary. Members enjoyed eating lunch together, celebrating during a service, and reminiscing about the past.
My favorite part about this church is the people around everybody. They're just so welcoming and loving, and I've made some awesome friendships here, so that's awesome.
Just my family being here, there's so much to offer here. I see my children growing and being impacted by other people that maybe I would not be able to make that kind of impact on. So it's just amazing to see that unfold.
First Baptist Church of O'Fallon has served the community well over the years, but continues to look forward.
You know, I think if the church stays focused on the Lord and on biblical principles, I truly believe it's poised for significant growth.
We hope we'll use these years to impact people, to really make a difference. We think that what we do in this world has an impact for eternity itself, and so I guess we hope we'll have a long-term impact. And we think we built early, and we want to continue to build on that same solid foundation of the gospel message that brings hope to the world.
For LBTV News, I'm Ashley Brandmeier.
LBTV's Brendan Overton walked the halls this week to find out how students will be spending their Super Bowl Sunday this weekend.
With the Super Bowl coming up, I wanted to find out what about the big game has students most excited. So I took to the halls to find out.
What I do plan on is trying to make the best bet on who's going to win. So also go to some parties, visit some parties and stuff, eat food.
For most students, it was the food that Super Bowl parties bring.
I love pizza. Any kind of pizza, all pizza.
I'm going to eat a lot of wings, nachos, and I'm going to go for the team that's winning because I don't know much about football.
You know the little platters with all the little food, the deli meat and the Ritz crackers and stuff like that. Yeah, like the appetizers.
And what's on the plate seemed to be much more important than what's on the scoreboard.
Neither one, it's just either or.
I really want to watch the 49ers play, but I settle for who's in it. And it's crazy because I don't even know who's in the Super Bowl.
For LBTV News, I'm Brendan Overton.
After the break, we'll find out how our Lindenwood University basketball teams are doing. Stick around.
Last weekend, anchor Sean Ditch had the chance to watch both men's and women's basketball teams take on Missouri Baptist in the Lynx Arena. Let's take a look.
It's Saturday here at Lynx Arena, and I'm Sean Ditch, and we're here to cover the men's and women's basketball action. Devin Jackson and Akeisha Green had the call of Saturday's action of men's and women's basketball on 89.1 HD3 The Link as both teams took on the Missouri Baptist Spartans. First up were the Lady Lynx, and last time these two teams played in December, freshman Brianna Mueller's career-high 26 points helped cap off a Lynx comeback win. She was hoping that effort from the game would carry over into this game today, and it sure did as she gets things going with a early corner three, and later she helps set up Allison Webb for the bucket. Webb had 11 points on the day, and later Tori Corman gets in on the action, picking up 2 of her 15 points here. And Mueller continued her strong play with another jumper that was good for 2. Mueller had 20 points, 12 of which came in the first quarter alone, as the Lynx went on to victory in a 74-67 win at Lynx Arena. Afterwards, we spoke with Brianna Mueller. What is up with you against Missouri Baptist Schools? You had 26 points in the first game and now 20 today. What is up with that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's anything specific, but I came ready to play today, and I've been coming off a couple not so good games, so I thought it was time to redeem myself and just tried to do my best out there.
Against Missouri Baptist on the last hour, you also had help from Candace Niemerg and Leah Jason out there. Tell me about the chemistry that you've developed with them.
My teammates are great. I don't think there's one person out there that is selfish or doesn't want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. And I think that's why we work so well, and that's why we win these big conference games, is because we don't worry about personal accolades. We work as a team because we know that's how we can come away with these victories.
The men's basketball game followed shortly after the women's game. Chris Deans led in points for the Lynx with 25 points, including this beautiful three-pointer here. JT Sims also cashed in 12 points as well, but it was the Spartans who got the most points in the game as they beat our Lynx by a final score of 89-71.
It looks like you had a really great time, Sean.
I really did, and both games were really exciting too. And there you have it. I'm Sean Ditch.
And I'm Raven the Floor. Thanks for watching LBTV News.